So one thing I do want to mention that happened in this episode is I want to talk about these cops that we saw last episode. So we kind of get introduced to them. There's like a whole group, like I theorized, a whole special comp group they have. There's not much people in it, but they are a group in the police force. So my theory was correct on that. But we learned that these people aren't, with powers. We learned they're pretty much ordinary people, but they're, crazy. And one of the scenes I do want to talk about was that in the middle we saw the brown guy. He got kicked in the stomach by Misaki, and he had to get healed by that. And then we saw the thing on his back, and it was a big tattoo of a tiger, and that kind of made it clear to me that these people might know about these people are normal people, but like they're just very like they're human, so they're just very strong and have a few screws loose, to make them crazy pretty much. But no one really was from a different world, like I said, or them. None of them were part of the same world that Polka was, or at least for now. But it is clear to me that they have some knowledge with the things they've encountered, Grim Reaper and stuff. And now their big target, they call him Lemmings. Pretty much he's a guy we saw. He was wrapped around his whole body is in bandages, but we don't see any like blood coming through, so I'm pretty sure that's a way to keep himself mysterious. But anyways, he shows up at the end of the episode, and about this Lemmings character, it is kind of suspicious because all the cops are talking about him, like what he can do. Pretty much, he was surrounded with 8 guys, all with submachine guns, and then he pretty much was able to break everyone's neck while they were pretty much shooting holes in Lemmings. So I don't know what kind of power he has, but it is very obvious that he has some kind of power. And especially towards the end, like when Misaki and Polk and pretty much the cops group were in the building, chilling out. Lemming, cut off the power, and then he appeared on top of the chandelier, or he was on top of the chandelier, and then he drops down, like I guess it's very powerful. But one thing was that Polka noticed that, which was very interesting. He was I guess to see through the darkness, his eyes glowed red. If you saw the episode, you'll know what I'm talking about. But he used his red eyes, and then he kind of stopped. Like everyone stopped, and everyone just stopped, and the place kind of froze when they saw Lemmings. And it is understandable for humans to like understand he's probably very scary, very dangerous. We don't, he's just a very dangerous character, so I understand why humans would freeze, like everyone in that building. But what I don't understand is why Polka froze, because it's like another worlder, like he has powers. But he stares with those red eyes, he stares at Lemmings, and he keeps on saying, what is this? Because he feels something. And then I want to kind of jump back to what he said when he was confronted in the alley by one of the cops, and when he was talking to, I guess, the guy that controls the joint, he said, there was someone that was actually holy in the world I lived before. And he mentioned that there was at least, one person in the whole army that was actually holy. Like, he was a very religious person, warrior, and that's kind of what Polka said. And then I want to fast forward to this thing with Lemming. So Lemming shows up, and of course everyone, is surprised and freezes, and they're scared because he's very dangerous. Everyone knows that. But I feel like Polka, with what he said, what is this, and the fact that he's staring at him with his red eyes, and to me it's clear that the reason that Lemmings showed up in the building was because of Polka. And to me it's very obvious that he went there for Polka. I mean, he knew, he pretty much, like, once the light cut off and he was staring at and Polka was staring at him, it feels like Lemming was also staring at Polka, like in his direction, kind of focusing on Polka. So I feel like maybe that this holy person was transferred to, same what happened with Polka, his consciousness from his world was transferred into the body of Lemmings. And I guess he sees Polka as someone who disrupts the natural order, someone who's, like, not supposed to be in this world. So maybe that's why my theory is that he's probably the person that Polka was talking about. And to me, it would kind of make sense, why a person would stare at Polka, and that being, he's probably the holy guy, and he probably sees Polka, his true identity is that undead corpse god, and he sees it as his duty to, eliminate him from this world because he is that religious warrior. But like I said, all this is just theorizing. Overall, I think this episode was pretty cool. With how especially with how the episode ended for us, with the whole Lemming showing up where Polka is, and them kind of having a standstill between the cops, Polka, Misaki, I guess her name is Clarissa or Lisa, and then Lemmings. So it'll be very interesting how this whole situation absolves itself, probably by next episode. Hopefully they come out of it unscathed, but I feel like since Lemming's there and his targeting Polka because his Polka is the corpse god, I feel like everyone will come out with they'll come out not unscathed. So yeah, it'll be very interesting to see what happens next episode. But overall, I think I'm just gonna end it there. Please leave a like, subscribe, and see you guys next time. Bye.